Hey guys, hope you have created 3 virtual machines and named them. If not, go back and create those virtual machines now. In this video, I will show you how to establish connectivity between your VMs. We will use 2 network adapters, one bridged and one host only, to establish connectivity. We will use the bridged adapter to communicate with the internet, and the host only adapter will be used for inter-virtual machine communication. Now let's go back to the VirtualBox manager. Now in the VirtualBox manager, first I want you to go to Global Tools and Host Network Manager. Here I want you to double check the configuration settings for your host only network. Under VirtualBox host only Ethernet adapter, I want you to go configure it manually, and then under IPv4 address I want you to type in 192.168.56.1. This is because if we go back to the slide, we are going to use 192.168.56.x network. So we need the host only adapter to be in this IP range. Now the network mask is 255.255.255.0. The next thing I want you to do is go to DHCP server and make sure that this is disabled. Once you've done those two things, you can hit apply to apply those changes. After that, you can click on machine tools to go back to the virtual machines and right click on any of the virtual machines and click on its settings. Under general and basic, you can rename the virtual machine to what I have got on the screen, so master, prod and dev. And then under advanced, if you want to enable bidirectional drag and drop and shared clipboard, you can choose those settings. This is so you can copy and paste from your host machine into the guest machine, and you can drag and drop files into your guest machine as well. Once you've selected those two settings, you can go into networks and you can make sure that there are 2 adapters attached to this virtual machine. So the enabled network adapter box should be ticked for both of these. The first adapter should be a bridged adapter and the second adapter should be a host only adapter. Once you've verified those two settings, we can hit OK and then we can hit start on that virtual machine. Now after the virtual machine is up, you can go into the terminal for that virtual machine, and the first thing we'll need to do is we'll need to set the host name of that virtual machine. Now what happens is when you clone virtual machines, the new clone takes all the settings from the original machine, which means the host name will be similar to the original machine's host name. Therefore we'll need to set it, and to set the host name we need to type in sudo nano or any other text editor you want to use, and then we are going to edit this file /etc/hostname file and hit enter, and then type in the password for sudo. And here you can change the host name to whatever you want. So for example, this is the prod server, so I'm going to call it prod.testlab.com. Let's double check from this slide. So the prod server is actually prod.testlab.com. Now we can save the file and let's just double check that it has taken those changes. Yep. Now the next thing I want you to do is we need to set the static IP address for this machine. So nmtui, this command will open a network connection editor. So nmtui and hit enter, and once the new dialog box open up, I need you to click on edit a connection and hit enter, and then we are going to edit the wired connection too, so select that and hit enter. Now under wired connection 2, I want you to go into IPv4 configuration and select the automatic next to it and hit enter. This will open up a drop down box and from that drop down box we're going to choose manual, and we're going to go right and click on show. From here we can type in the address for this machine, and because this is the prod box, the IP address for prod box is 192.168.56.10. so let's go ahead and type that in. So once you hit enter, so we can type in 192.168.56.10, and the gateway would be 192.168.56.1, and we can go all the way down and hit OK and back. Now we can click on activate a connection, go to wired connection 2 and hit enter once. This should deactivate the network adapter, and then if we go there again, you can see that it says activate now. We can hit enter one more time to activate this, and this should have taken the new IP address. Now we can hit quit. Now if we do an IP ADDR show, this should actually tell us the new IP address. So as you can see, it has taken the IP address 192.168.56.10. Now for this machine to take the new host name, we can reboot the machine. So let's type in reboot to reboot, and let's head back to the second machine. So we're going to go to prod. Let me minimize this. Let's log into the prod machine. On the prod machine, we need to repeat those same steps. So let's open up the terminal. Now on the terminal window, first we need to set the host name. So sudo nano /etc /hostname. Type in the password and change the name to master.testlab.com. Control X, save it, and then we need to type in, what I will do is I will set the IP address here through GUI, so you know how to set the IP address through GUI as well. So you click here next to the battery icon and then click on settings, and this should open up the settings box. Once the setting box opens up, you can go all the way down and click on network, and this will open up the network editor. On the network editor, we can click on the settings next to the second wired adapter, and there we need to choose IPv4 and select manual here, and then we can type in the details. So under addresses, we need to type in the address for the master box, so 192.168.56. Let me cross check with the slide, 56.100. So going back, 56.100, and then the network mask is 255.255.255.0, and then the gateway is 192.168.56.1, and now we can hit apply, and then we can turn it on. And again we can go to our terminal window and type in IP ADDR show for it to show the new IP address. So as you can check, it has taken the new IP address. So let's reboot this machine as well, and let's head back to the dev machine. Now we're going to repeat those steps on the dev system as well. So sudo nano /etc /hostname, and then the password, and then we need to go change the host name. So this is dev, so dev.testlab.com, Control X and yes. Now the next thing is NMTUI, edit a connection, wired connection 2, and then automatic to manual, and then click on show, and then we need to type in the IP address, so 192.168.56.1, and the gateway would be 192.168.56, my bad, .168.56.1, and we can go all the way down, click on OK, and then go back, activate a connection, click on it once to deactivate it, and then click on it a second time to activate it, and then go back and quit, and then reboot. So now we wait for this machine to boot up and we can test connectivity. So after all the machines have booted up, I want you to go into the master server and open terminal. And once in the terminal, one second, close. Now what we can do here is we can ping the other virtual machines to test connectivity. So from the slide, from here we can ping 56.10 and 56.20. So let's go back to the master server, 192.168.56.10, and we should expect a reply yes, and then we can ping 192.168.56.20, then we should have a reply from here as well. Looks like there's some problems with .20, so let's have a look. Go back to the dev server. Type in the password, and here let's type in IP-addr show. Okay, looks like the IP address is wrong, so NMTUI, edit a connection, wired connection 2. Yep, the IP address on this machine is wrong, so change it to 56.20. Everything else stays the same, and then we hit OK. Go back, activate, deactivate this and reactivate the connection, and then quit. Let's double check the IP address one more time. It's the correct IP address this time, so let's go back to the master server and let's try to ping this again. Yep, we've got response. So this is how you can troubleshoot as well. Now from dev server, let's try and ping the master, 168.56.20, which is itself, and the master is 100. So we got a response from the master server. Let's try and ping the prod server as well. Prod is 10, so 56.10. We've got response from 56.10 as well. Now let's go to the prod server and try and ping both master and dev from here. So ping 192.168.56.100, which is the master, and 20, which is the dev server. So as you can see, we can now ping each server from the other server. With this way, we've established connectivity between all our virtual machines through the host-only network. With this, we've come to the end of this lecture. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next one. Bye.